People, today I want to talk about a subject that is totally off the grid. It was nowhere near what I had planned to talk about today, but God had to change a plan. And I am always trying to be obedient in spite of myself. So I'm going to give it to you today. I'm going to tell you the story in the form of a parable first. And I'm going to tell you the story about a man who was a gardener. He loved his garden. He planted every day. He met the best flowers he could possibly plant. He made sure he watered it. And the day that the sun was out, he seeded it. He did everything humanly possible that you could do to make an exquisite, stellar garden. And his neighbors raved about it. He loved it, and they loved it too. They loved walking by it each and every day, just taking a look at how beautiful it really was. But then one day, somebody walked through his garden with heavy boots. They trampled his flowers. They did all that they wanted to do and then left. Oh, he was so grieved by this. It hurt him to the core. But his neighbors said, why don't you just replant? Why don't you grow some other things? Why don't you just push the soil over and start all over again? And he said, maybe one day I will get there, but not today, because I'm hurt. What he did without permission. And that part bothered me. But anyway, he kept moving forward in spite of it. And that's what I'm asking you to do. Because this subject has nothing to do with the garden as much as it has to do with unforgiveness. That's where God is trying to take you. And I know you're saying to yourself, Nana, don't go there today. That is not a subject that I want to talk about or even think about. And maybe it's you that he's trying to get to. Because life is short. And he wants to make sure that you understand that you will never get to your calling. You will never do the things that you've always dreamed of doing if you don't release this. Unforgiveness is like drinking poison and expecting somebody else to pass. They won't, but you will. And believe me, I know this for a fact because it took me years with unforgiveness to the point that it put me into the hospital. But I had to reckon with myself eventually and say, I got to let this go. I can never allow anybody else to take my power, and nor can you. You have to stand flat-footed on this. You have to pray over it. You have to ask God to release it from you so that you can get to the next level of development. Your life requires this. The world requires this. He requires this. Don't let anybody else zap your strength and vex your spirit because of anything else that they've done, especially if you had no reason and it's not your fault. Heal from it, and you can do that with the grace of God. Lay it on the altar, and please don't run back and pick it up. I am not saying that this is easy, and it is a sore subject for a lot of us. But it has to be done in order for you to heal. So think about it. Like, share, and comment. I am going to run towards my healing no matter how hard it is, because I know it's going to free me and release me from the agony and pain of living in this grief and worrying about my garden. So comment. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to do this because I am that important. And I need to make sure that I can give all I can give to the world and to my calling. Amen.